offensive masterclass in the first one by Ryan Carter, the Hezi God. He kicks some butt, and you take names, and look, he's going to be someone to watch out for in this league. But we're on to game 2, Avan versus Aragats. Anthony, you mentioned it. Last year, this was the first game we called together, and Aragats technically won the game. But due to their lineup issues and not having enough Armenians on the court, they forfeited it.
Yeah, that was a really tricky situation. But now they've really got a full roster here, a lot of great talent. It's going to be a really interesting game. I mean, this is obviously the debut for both of these teams. And Avan has got a lot of size, so it's going to be a great matchup. And they're both in the same group, so this is an important game.
Aragats has got what I like to call reinforcements for this season. And if you remember last year at the end of the season, Jair Winfrey came in and was electric for the team. Let's just look at his stats real quick. Let's take a look at what he did last year. Oh, nothing much. Just 15 points a game, 17 rebounds a game in the last 3 he played in the season. He was a huge reason for that late season push. So look, they had 2 games at the end of the year we mentioned. They won, but they were forfeited. And now with the full set of guys, let's see what they can do.
Yeah, exactly. And he starts on the bench this game, so it highlights the depth that they have now. They've got a lot of bodies that can really make an impact. And it's going to be a fascinating matchup. I'm very interested to watch this game.
Well, I mean, 2 new additions for this team. Ian and Adrian Francis, 2 college players. Ian playing at Alcorn State and Adrian playing at Cal Lu. Start off the game. Aragats misses the layup. Avan with the ball. And look, this guy, Ryan Barsagian right here. Sharpshooter from deep.
Yeah, he's just a really great player, man. He can do it all as he gets set up right there for 3. And
Austin Cole, no good. Other way, Aragats. Adrian Francis finds Ian and corner. Kashishian off. Rebound. Second chance for Aragats, and Adrian Francis gets it to go.
Nice way of just staying active on the glass and getting a simple little jumper going.
Kaluna with it. Kaluna, one of the best picks in this league.
Just with his size, he's such a force down there, and he plays unselfish. He's literally just brought up the ball too, so that's a scary sight.
I mean, he could extend the floor too. And that'll be a shot clock violation.
And we saw that in the last game, and that's really the responsibility of the bench. There's no signal to indicate that the clock is going down. You gotta, if you're on the bench, just get a little bit of a shot clock going down.
And you know what? It's not like it's something new for this Avan team. Look, they got the same exact team they had last season. Same guys returning, so you should know what to do by now. Kushishian gets a foul, go into the free throw line. And like I talked to him before the game, he was like, I wasn't happy with myself last year. I didn't shoot the ball as well as I should have. I didn't play as well as I should have. And he said he had a little bit of a knee injury, but that's not an excuse. And he's ready and he's hungry this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's the type of player where he can really catch fire quick. He's got deep range from 3. He can attack the basket. He's got an underrated vertical too. He jumps really high. And
he flies.
Yeah, he does. And the thing with me that I see with him is when he's aggressive and he's staying in the game, he's locked in, he's so difficult to play against because it's just that explosive scoring and that deep threat. And that matchup, him against Barsagian, is going to be a very fun matchup to watch.
And there are 2 guys that I look at very similarly. As Kaluna banks in a 3 from the parking lot.
I was about to leave the track. I was like, no way he shot that, and he banks it in. What a shot from him.
4-3 ball game. Francis. It's Francis. And the free throw line jumper is good.
He's living in the mid-range early as Kaluna is bringing it up now and throws it away.
And Aragats with another chance. Look, they look completely different than they did last year. Kashishian driving to his left. Free throw line jumper. Gets it to go.
His offensive bag is so versatile. There's not much that he can't do on the court. And you saw right there, just a left-hand dribble to the corner, 1 foot, and it's all butter.
Kaluna now, backing down Francis. Kaluna off 1 leg. No good, rebound Barsagian. And Barsagian gets a bucket.
Nice way of staying active on the glass. That's really all it is, just making sure you're playing with effort and he gets a second chance.
Adrian Francis with the ball. Gets the screen, drives, finds Ian Francis. Off, rebound, Daniel Kashishian. Greg Kishishian from way downtown. Rebound Kaluna.
And that's what I was saying with just his range, Greg Kishishian. He can pull up from anywhere on the court.
And there he is on the defensive end, jumping at a ball, forcing it out of balance. And look, Aragats bench being so vocal, so active, and you love to see it. Look, their guy, Derek Eliassi, one of their best players 2 seasons ago, not playing this season. He told me he's going to take it off and being a great teammate.
Yeah, and he mentioned, too, that this is a team, Aragats, that practices. They want to stay in it. They're eager to win, and you can see it already. Everyone is really on the same page and playing active.
The reinforcements we mentioned early in the game making a difference already. Adrian Francis with his first bucket.
Yeah, nice drive from him. I mean, and you've seen it already. He's been running that pick and roll, and he's staying aggressive. If you're Avan now, you want to get some momentum offensively. It's been their 2 baskets. It's obviously been that bank shot 3 and then the putback. It hasn't really been smooth.
Inside Kaluna, and that was really easy for him.
Yeah, just like it's like they heard me. Yeah, just throw it into the big guy, and he's gonna put it up for you.
First Division I player to ever come out of West Ranch High School. He's a beast. Ian Francis inside, can't finish. Rebound Goroyan. Barsegian drives and blocked by Kishishian. Kishishian taking on all of Avan on that fast break, pulls it back.
And that's just something that makes him so great. He's got that vertical. He can be a smart defender, and then he pushes the pace on the other end.
Kishishian to Ian Francis. And it looks like he shoots the ball with one hand.
Yeah, it's a little bizarre of a release. He kind of stays in the air for a second and then lets it go. But you see on that pick and roll that he's really trying to pop and stay in that mid-range.
Kaluna gets the screen from Cole. And he takes a deep 3, almost hits it again. Rebound Francis, 2-on-2 break. Adrian Francis pulls up, rattles in and out. And
wow,
I don't know who tapped that one in, but Ian Francis can get credited with the basket.
It looks like it just was tipped up and in. But now Avan, look, like I said, get some momentum offensively. Get in your sets.
And you know what? This guy's going to have to start getting a little more involved. Austin Cole, the marksman from deep. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2, and this is a good way to get yourself going early on. Just find your way to the free throw line.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, like you mentioned, you want to get everyone involved. Kaluna is such a talented player offensively. Got Barsegian who can hit the shot, he can distribute. But you want to spread the wealth and really make it, difficult for everybody else.
Cole, no good on his first. Had a pretty good season last year. Averaged 24.3 points, 6.8 rebounds, and efficient 45% from the field.
Yeah, I mean, definitely creates a different, or brings an offensive threat that can help you out. I mean, when you got a player like Kaluna who's so big inside, you want to kind of spread the wealth and make sure it's difficult to defend because you can't help off Cole.
Aragats up 4 with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Adrian Francis throws a pass over his head. Edric Zorabi with the defense. He takes a tumble, but what an effort by him.
Great hustle from him, just staying with the ball. It seemed like he was getting outran, but he stayed with it, got the effort, and now the ball goes to Avan. I think
he's rocking that number 7 for Carmelo Anthony.
Exactly. He's a big Carmelo Anthony fan. He still thinks he should be in the league. I agree with him, but it's important to get a win. Kaluna tried to draw the foul there.
Rebound Kishishian. And the effort by Zorabi ends up being for nothing. Pitches it back. Kishishian, 3, bang!
And that's going to hit every single time. He's going to nail that 9 out of 10 times. You don't want to leave him open.
Kishishian already with a different attitude from last season. Barsegian can't answer.
Good shot there from Barsegian.
Greg Kishishian again. Can't go back to back.
A little bit of a heat check, I think, from him on that one.
And it just seems like these two teams playing completely different styles. Avan can't get the layup to go. Second chance, no good. Third time for Cole. He's back to the free throw line.
Wow, that's going to hurt him. But that was a good look from Barsegian. Cole, he was in the right spot, got the layup to go. But fortunate for him, he's going to the line.
And as I was mentioning, these two teams playing different. Aragats pushing the pace, knowing when to pull it back, but playing fast, and Avan trying to get into their sets, and it's not worked for them.
Yeah, when you got to play like, as Kishishian comes to talk to us.
I think Greg wants to comment. Greg, you have anything to say?
He says he's too tired. They have
Breaking news, Greg Kishishin already gassed in this game.
6 minutes in. He's already gassed.
No.
Oh, and he wants, did you hear that? First team all defense he wants. As he throws a near alley-oop. And there's your guy, Zando, who's in.
Jair Winfrey in the game now. Kishishin off on 3. Barsegian driving. Francis back. And that'll be a charge. One Cal Lutheran Kingsman takes a charge on another former Cal Lutheran Kingsman.
A very unselfish play from Barsegian. He could have just easily attacked it, and he gave it up to Cole. And that was a deep, deep charge that went went Aragats' way.
And you know what? That's the thing that you've seen it twice today. I think in the first game, I don't remember the exact play, but too unselfish. Sometimes you gotta be a little aggressive. Adrian Francis, no good. Lucerian tries tracking down the rebound. Puts his body on the line, goes into the netting we have here. A little tangled up in that, but he's back up. He's good to go. Don't worry, guys. He's okay.
And that scared me a little bit. But that just shows, look, the way Aragats is playing. They're hustling. They're playing with effort. They're all over the place.
New attitude. Kaluna playing point guard right now.
Yeah, it feels like I'm watching Nikola Jokic.
Winfrey matches up with him. And Sean Kalejian comes in the game. A guy who was all AABA third team last season coming off the bench. What a luxury. Adrian Francis driving, finds Daniel Kishishian, and he can't keep a hold of it. Barsevian almost loses it. Galaxy Caribbean in the corner. Short rebound Kaluna, and Kaluna, that's easy.
And he's got the advantage literally every single time in the paint.
You know, Anthony, something I just thought about. The first game, we saw all that slipping from the wet floor. Imagine this is the second game now. How much of a factor will that play this time around?
Yeah, and it looks like it's a turnover on Aragats. Definitely plays a factor. And it's not like these teams weren't watching that previous game. They saw that. They saw the people were complaining about the slippage. You might think twice, but I think when you're in the flow of the game, you're not really worried about that. You're just trying to focus on what you're trying to do out on the court.
Halik Arapetian into the game. Former Knox College member gets it into Kaluna. Both guys from Santa Clarita, California. Kaluna finds Garoyan, and that's an easy basket for him.
Beautiful pass. I think that's what separates a good big from a great one. When you get double teamed, you can find the open man. Nice pass.
In for Aragats, it's Greg Kishishin, Daniel Taronis, Jair Winfrey, Trent Lucerian, and Sean Kalejian.
And the way the Avan is defending that pick and roll, they're giving up that mid-range. So, if you just got the ball right there and just did a little short floater, wide open.
Winfrey, top of the key, wide open, hits a 3. Oh, nope, ref calls it a 2. That's a tough shot.
Yeah.
The long 2 in basketball is disgusting to me.
Definitely is a heartbreaker.
Obviously, he didn't want to shoot a long 2, but that's a tough break. Irapetian hands it off. Barsegian. Great defense by Kalejian. Kaluna gets a man in the air, takes the three-pointer, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
And he's been really trying to get that foul called on him in the three-point line, so gets that one to go. But Avan, if you look at offensively, it's been a lot of great defense from Aragats, staying active, making it difficult for Avan. It's only a 4-point game, but it's been low scoring.
Kaluna can't get the friendly roll on the first free throw.
Yeah, the rim didn't help him out on that one.
Kaluna so far 7 points in this ball game, 3 of 6 from the field. Banked in that 3, but since then 0 for 3 from deep.
And he misses the second one there. I think what makes him so dangerous is the fact that, like you said, he banked in a 3. He can step out, and he can handle the ball. He's a great passer. But I think if you're Avan, you want to try to get some of those secondary players going, because then it makes it difficult as he subs out of the game. It makes it difficult to help off of those players when Kaluna has it in the post.
Aragats up by 3 points. Kalejian bringing up the ball. Kishishin, the leading scorer so far with Aragats, 7 points in the game. Bad pass by Kalejian off Winfrey's shin. And Barsegian, Kalejian gets it right back.
Nice effort.
And he steps through. I'll tell you what, he's underrated with his athleticism.
He's a really great athlete, man, and he plays smart basketball. He's experienced. And you saw right there, he missed the shot, but he got the steal.
Austin Cole and one.
And they have that matchup in the post almost every time to their advantage. You want to utilize it.
Update on Greg's stamina. He's good now. Quote.
Yeah.
And arts off coach Avo trying to give some tips to Greg on the sideline. I feel like that's in one ear, out the other for Greg.
You would hope so, right? If you're Greg Shushin.
Shushin brings it up now. Let's see if Avo's words of wisdom pay off. Winfrey gets it. In the lane, can't finish. Rebound. It looked like he tipped it off the rim 2-3 times, and Cole was like, oh, okay, I can just rebound it now.
Yeah, it went that way.
Warsakian pulls up from the free throw line, gets it to go.
Yeah, a nice little crossover, just simple elbow pull up. He's taken 4 shots, but he's really been active in the game so far.
And for how fast and how great Aragats started, the game's all even up at 19 now. Kashishian off balance 3, off back iron. Winfrey paddling for the rebound, steps out of bounds. 49.4 seconds left in this first quarter.
And that's what you see from Winfrey. He's always active on the block right there. He didn't get it, but he's staying aggressive, and those rebounds will start to come your way.
He reminds me of a pogo stick, the way he just goes straight up. He comes straight up most of the time, which is smart because the ref can't call a foul if you're going straight up.
And he's so strong, too, so that just adds another advantage for him.
Another collegiate athlete. He played at Bethesda College, and there's Austin Cole with his first triple of the game.
He's heating up. You saw him get aggressive, get the and one. Now he gets a 3 to go. That's important for them.
22-19, Avan with their first lead of the ball game. Daniel Kashishian driving. Collegian loses it off Toronis' leg. And Cole running the floor, and he gets the layup to go. Austin Cole coming alive at the end of the first.
Perfect pass right there. Nice job of Cole, just running the fast break, trying to beat your man down and get the layup.
5 seconds to go in this first frame. Kashishian from deep. Can hit, rebound Cole, and he'll hold on to it as the first quarter ends. Avan with a run at the end of the first. Take a 5-point lead. We'll be right back after this.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
One down, 3 to go. Avan up by 5 to start off this game. Austin Cole already in double figures, 10 points. Kuluna with 8 to back him up. And on the other end for Aragats, Kashishian came out firing, 7 points, but it seems like it's the same thing from last season where he just can't get the efficiency going. 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. What a guy picking up is Adrian Francis with 6 points.
Yeah, Kashishian just on him real quick. 2 of 7. You could see him really starting to be aggressive, but he's got to take more high percentage shots and not try to force it. And Adrian Francis, yeah, I mean, he was good. Just in the mid-range on that pick and roll. It's his spot. He likes it. They started to really run less of that toward the end of the quarter. And the way Avan is playing defensively on the pick and roll, I think they're going to get a lot of that mid-range.
Anthony, what's going to have to change? Or Avan, what did you see from them at the end of the first quarter that started to give them this momentum?
I think it started on the defensive end. They forced some turnovers. They got out. I think obviously Cole started to get aggressive. They took advantage of their advantages or the mismatches. So that's, I think, what you want to continue to do. It starts on the defensive end.
Aaron Muradian will inbound for Avan at midcourt. Into Ira Petian. Legend with some stingy defense.
Yeah, he's strong.
Cole, top of the key. In and out, rebound Winfrey. Daniel Kashishian the other way, right through the lane. I think he ended up being too open at the end there.
Yeah, I think he just stood in the air for a little too long.
Gonzalez overhead pass intercepted by Aragats. Kashishian to Kalejian, spinning. Peronis from mid-range gets it to go.
Yeah, nice play right there. Just it wasn't a pretty fast break, but you got 2 points, and that's all that matters.
Exactly, 2 points. As long as you get the bucket, who cares? Barsegian gets the stream from Cole. Cole with it. Driving through Teronis, no good. Rebound Winfrey. Winfrey with on the break now. Kalejian stepping back. Kalejian can't hit. Cole the other way. Teronis back for Aragats. And Cole, I think he's been padding his rebound stats today. It's like he misses it, gets it back, misses it, gets it back. As you said, 2 points, all that matters ultimately.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, pretty simple fast break for him. Just use your strength and get the 2 points.
Who cares about shooting percentage?
Exactly. No one's talking about that.
Teronis catches in the mid-range, gets the Kashishian. Daniel Kashishian with his first bucket of the game.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, he hasn't really been as involved offensively. But you want to get, with Kashishian really slowing down, you want to get some other people in there.
Barsegian finds Cole, the hot hand for Avan. And Austin Cole with a left-handed finish.
Yeah, nice little, just taking advantage of the matchup they're doing. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And just get it in the post.
Cole already with 14 points in this ball game. Half of his team's scorings come from him. Kalejian to Teronis. Teronis hits the body, gets a bucket.
Nice offensive possession right there. Just making the extra pass, getting a nice layup.
3-point lead for Avan. 7 minutes, 40 seconds to go in this first half. Ali Karapetian right to the cup.
Nice, tough drive in there, right? Get the layup. Kalejian is playing such strong defense.
And now a plethora of subs up for Aragats. Both Francis brothers and Trent Lucerarian looking to check back into the game. And there's Greg Kashishian with the bucket. Daniel Teronis calls a timeout as his team cuts the lead to 3 points. 7:16 to go in the first half. We'll be right back.
Keep them. Hello everyone, I am Nareb from Armavir's Lernogok village. I've participated in almost all of Co-op's programs. Now I work as a communications manager and I continue judging debates for different organizations. Co-op has taught me how to be open-minded, how to look at things from different perspectives, and how to grow as a person and as a professional. Co-op has made me a dreamer. I catch myself dreaming about my future and my country's future very often, and I've learned that from Co-op. I am forever grateful for the inspiration and support that I've received from Co-op, and I will cherish that forever.
Three-point Avan lead. Aragats, the new look Aragats team trying to get something going. They had it going, then they lost it, then they had it. And I think with this lineup back on the floor, they're going to start to really impose their will.
Yeah, this is basically their starting unit. And they had a good start, and they couldn't really carry it over. And obviously now with Kaluna coming in for Avan, Cole has been the hot man. So how do you defend now with Kaluna back in?
Avan will inbound under their own basket. Arapetian set to bring it up. Shishian matching up with Arapetian. That's Daniel Shishian, of course. Arapetian driving. Galaxy Caribbean. Stuck in a bad spot. Cole turnaround jumper. Rebound by Caribbean.
That just hurts your defense. You play such good on the defensive end, and then you just give up an offensive rebound.
6 on the shot clock. Foul called on the floor. That'll be on Ian Francis.
Kaluna excellent at really creating contact and getting a contact and getting fouled. You saw it right there again.
Thought that was about to be 3 more free throws for him.
Yeah, I thought it was too, but made the right call.
Arapetian gets it inside. Finds Kaluna wide open. 2 defenders come his way. Draws a foul.
And you saw it again. The same thing we just talked about, creating contact. He's smart like that.
You were mentioning with Panusi last game. He has that rip-through move while he's going up with his shot that just kind of forces the defender's hand to make contact.
It's very, at his size, it's very Joel Embiid-esque, you know, in a way. Embiid just is smart with creating contact, doing the rip-throughs, because he's already so difficult to defend. He's so big, and he's got that size, and he's skillful. When he starts doing that with creating the contact, it's like, what can you do?
Luna struggling from the free throw line today. Now 1 of 4. 4 rebounds already. 8 points. Slow start. Look, his first game back.
Yeah, I think obviously there's going to be an adjustment period as he misses, but gets his own rebound again and goes back up, and he misses it again.
Tough break for Kaluna on that possession. Working hard, just can't reward himself. Adrian Francis the other way to the corner. Looks like it crept up on Kashishin, out of bounds, going the other way to Avan.
And even with Avan, you know, they're not really, they were gaining a lot of momentum offensively. Aragats is still in the game. It's a 3-point game. Even with all that they were doing and Cole was catching fire, Aragats is still in it.
And I want to see Avan maybe run an action for Cole right here, try to get him another shot. Arabetian gets to the Caribbean. He's a shooter too. Austin Cole, free throw line, turnaround, no good. Adrian Francis driving up. Ball to Winfrey. Up top, Collegian. Chabs goes. Shovel pass to Winfrey, long 2. Doesn't bounce in, rebound Cole.
Nice defensive possession right there for Avan. Good scramble defense.
Caribbean now bringing it back out. Cole catches in the post. Up top, Kaluna. And Kaluna right through the lane. Doesn't get it to go. Adrian Francis on the break.
Yeah.
And there he is. That one can't fall either.
And they've got Kaluna back there. It's going to be a little bit of a
3-on-2 break. Kashishian lets it bounce out of bounds. That was an interesting sequence of events.
Yeah, it's not been pretty basketball the last 2 minutes on either side. But now if you're Cole, and he took 2 mid-range jumpers, he missed them. You saw the last possession as he heads out the game. He went back into the post. It was working. You want to just stick with that.
Cole checks out of the game. Abulian pulls him. Kaluna gets one to go finally, and that might be the one he needs.
Yeah, I mean, he's been forcing it a little bit, and I think just stick to what you got, what works for you.
Avan's lead now up to 5. And Anthony, we're yet to see Barsegian in this corner too.
Yeah, he's getting an extended rest. His floater from Winfrey goes down.
Off the window and in. Under 5 minutes in the first half. 3-point Avan lead. Collegian matching up with Arapeti and Kaluna. Ready to set a screen. And I'll tell you what, props to Collegian for just trying to run through that screen, because I'll tell you what, that's a hard screen to run through.
Yeah, if I was me, I would just get the hell out of the way.
Acrobatic finish by Arapeti.
Yeah, nice. And you got Kashishin right there who's getting ready to spike it down. Just floated it right over the hand. It was a nice finish.
Winfrey, top of the key, 1 dribble pull-up. Rebound Kaluna. Might have gotten hit in the head on that rebound.
Yeah, he probably did. Refs missed it.
Kaluna from the volleyball line. And now Collegian on the break. Gets fouled on his way up by Caribbean. He's headed to the free throw line.
And Aragats still hanging in there, man. They're playing hard. It's not going really their way offensively, but I think the defense is just keeping them in the game.
I feel like that's always been the case for Aragats. They're right there. They just can't get over the hump.
Yeah, I think that's a key, and especially now, they've got the bodies, so fatigue won't be a problem. As Collegian misses, but you've got to try to make some momentum going your way. You're getting the stops, but offensively, and Kashishin hasn't been at his best. And you know, with me for Kashishin, can he stay contributing if the shot's not going down? How can he play off the ball? And so far, he's done a good job of that.
Well, he mentioned to us he wants to be first team all defense, so let's see if he can make that prediction into a spoiler, as they say.
Yeah, exactly. And Barsegian comes back in. A lot of reinforcements now in for Avan.
Barsegian in, Zorabi in, Cole checks back in, and for Aragats, Zurarian comes in for Daniel Kashishian. Barsegian, he might have gotten hit by his own teammate, and Collegian naked on the other end, just scores an easy one and one.
Yeah, that just an unfortunate possession there for Avan. It did look like Barseghin got hit by his own player, and then you give up an and one on the other end.
That was just a bizarre possession, to say the least.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of bizarre ones in the second quarter, and it just neither team has been able to get some momentum their way.
I mean, first game for both teams in this season, so maybe, you know, getting the rust out, shaking out the cobwebs, remembering, hey, this is basketball. Get back to it.
That's definitely part of it. I mean, it's not like these teams have not played with each other before, but it's your first game back, so there's going to be some, like you said, some cobwebs to really shake off.
Avan clinging on to that 1 point lead. Arapetian driving. Cole finds Arapetian off the rim. Francis battles for the rebound, and Kashishin going now. Kashishin gets around Gonzalez to the corner. Collegian. Adrian Francis now finds Collegian and runs right through Zorabi and draws a charge.
Wow, nice help defense from Zorabi. He almost drew the charge on Collegian earlier. Good defense right there. Again, both sides are playing strong.
And you know what, Zorabi, a guy who he's been playing his tail off so far. He's hustling all over the floor. Got that tapped the ball loose early in the game. Draw the charge there. He's trying to earn some playing time.
Yeah, he plays hard as Cole attacks the basket. And now look again, offense rebound by Zorabi.
And Gonzalez driving. Foul called. He's headed to the free throw line. And Cole, that was an uncharacteristic miss.
Yeah, I mean, after that hot start, hot way he ended the first quarter, he's kind of cooled off. 5 of 16. He's still got 14 points. It hasn't been an efficient game for Avan, 14 of 36, but only thing that matters is you're in the lead.
Daniel Kashishin back in. Lucerarian coming back out. And if you're a fan of the Lucerarian family, don't worry. The older brother, Tyler, playing next.
It's like a family affair. If they make the championship, what is it, like the Kelsey brothers?
Seriously. Dad might have to wear a split half Aragats, half Arsock jersey. Kashishin working on Gonzalez. Snatches back. Double team goes his way. Corner. Daniel Kashishin now. Adrian Francis deep. Off back iron. That was smooth.
Great, again, on-ball defense on Greg Kashishin.
Barsegian inside. Nice finish.
Yeah, nice attack. He hasn't really been aggressive offensively, but he's just, whenever he gets the ball, it's just composed, it's calm. You know what he's going to do.
Lead back up to 4 now for Avan. Francis finishes right through Edric Zorabi.
Yeah, nice finish. He just didn't care about the player, basically. Went through the contact.
Barsegian and Kashishin. Now it's Irapetian. Can't get it to go. And on the break, 2-on-1, Kashishin and Collegian, and Kashishin finishes.
Yeah, perfectly executed. You saw really what we're seeing from Aragats a lot is they're playing a very fast pace and trying to get out there as Barseghin pulls up.
And there we go, Ryan Barsegian, the 3-point sniper. Look, they got 2 real good shooters on this team between Cole and Barsegian. Who do you close out on?
Yeah, exactly. It's difficult, and that was basically, it looked like a nice and one from Francis.
Adrian Francis gets the bucket and the foul. He's going to the free throw line. What a move.
Yeah, that was nice, and especially it's just attacks the basket, spins off, gets a nice layup to go. He can tie the ball game now if the free throw goes in.
Minute 11 left to go. You know, Avan is kind of fizzled out on the offensive end. There's no real flow or rhythm for them.
Yeah, they've honestly struggled, I think, on that end. And obviously with Kuluna, when he's in the game and he comes back in now, he can run that offensive set for you. It's very easy. You just throw it inside to him. You can get the basket. So you just want to keep it simple as he misses the free throw there.
And it's really just been the 3-headed monster for Avan. As that goes off of Barsegian's heel, he didn't even know where the ball was.
Wow, yeah, that's another thing we talked about with Kashishin, just his vertical. And he's got great defensive instincts, tips the ball right there.
And Kashishin on the offensive end Gets it to go. Greg Kashishin drills one from deep.
Deep three, and Kaluna was on him. That's not a good matchup for Avan.
Aragats takes back the lead and forces Coach Manuel Abulian to call a timeout. 48.6 left in the first quarter. Anthony, what's gotten into Aragats these past couple possessions?
Yeah, I think it's really been what they've been doing the whole game. They're staying active on the defensive end. They're really starting to push the pace. I think Avan is really fizzled out offensively. They're not hitting those shots. And right now, I mean, you were up the majority of the second quarter. Now you're down. How do you react? 48 seconds left.
And I think for Avan, the thing has been that, you know, they want one guy. It's kind of one guy going at one time instead of all three of their main scorers getting going at the same time. Coming up next, next week, another good 3-game slate. We got one of the newer teams, Vaughn against Avan. People don't get confused at home. They got different colored jerseys. Don't worry. And you know, Vaughn last week, they had a tough break. You were here, or you didn't stay for that last game, but you saw them. You know, it was a tough break for them, really. They have a solid squad.
Yeah, they do. It's a new roster. It's one of the new teams that have came, and they've got a really good team. And I think that's obviously next week against Avan will be a great test for them.
Vaughn with the more soccer-style jersey, too, with those lines going down.
It's a nice jersey. I liked it. I mean, I hadn't seen it. It was my first time seeing it in person, so it looked better then than in the photos.
Varsegian to inbound. Arapetian jousting for position, and Kalegian wins that one. Other way, Kalegian. And there it is again. Anthony just too unselfish. Corner, Shant Kalegian wide open. He's going to make that every single time if you leave him that open.
Yeah, and Varsegian made the tough choice. Who do I go off of? Kashishin and Kalegian. And he chose Kalegian, and he makes him bite.
Now a 5-point lead for Aragats. And you know, if they get a stop here, they're going to have another chance to score.
Yeah, you got to get into some flow. Throw it inside to your big guy, and let's get a high percentage shot.
Kaluna backing down defenders and draws another foul.
Yeah, they got it was just a quick double, and he decided to attack it, got fouled. He hasn't been efficient from the free throw line, so I think he's only 1 for 5, it looks like. So it's not a bad foul.
I really think for Kaluna, it's just rust that's playing a factor. Give him a week, maybe 2, and he's going to be right back to it, dominating inside.
Yeah, I think it creates such a different dynamic for the team when he's out there, because just his size and his skill. And I think Aragats is running a little bit of a smaller lineup. It's only 11 seconds left, so it's not a big deal, but a smaller lineup that he could take advantage of.
Kaluna good on both. He'll sub out. Gonzalez comes in for him. And Avan matching the speed of Aragats now with this lineup to end the first half.
Smart little offense-defense sub right there going into halftime.
Francis with it, 9 seconds left in the half. Adrian Francis driving, corner, Daniel Kashishin, in and out, rebound Arapetian. Half-court heave, no good. 1 half down, Anthony is 46-41 in favor of Aragats. They came out firing, they came out different, and they're ready for this spring 2023 season.
Yeah, strong finish to that half. Up 5, so it's going to be interesting to see how Avan responds in the second half.
Find out after this halftime break. We'll be right back.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
One test. Ես Աթին եմ, ես 5 տարեկան եմ, շատ եմ սիրում այս կենտրոնը գալ։ Երկու հատ ապել, Վազգենը, Ալեքս, մի հատ է Սոնա։
Կենտրոնը իրականացնում է հոգեբանական, սոցիալական, առողջարարական եւ կրթական ծրագրեր, որի շահառուները կարող են լինել եւ երեխաները եւ ծնողները։ Այստեղ նաեւ ծնողավարական աշխատանքներ են տանում, որովհետեւ միակողմանի աշխատանքը միայն երեխային ուղղված անարդյունավետ կլինի։
Ուզում եմ մեծանամ, որ բժիշկ դառնամ։
Professional orientation-ը կարևոր է, որտեղ հետո I am Manush from Shenik village. Being from the older generation of QAV kids, I participated in various programs: healthy lifestyle, English access, professional orientation, and startup incubation. I study international relations at Yerevan State University, and last semester, as an Erasmus Plus student, I studied political science at the University of Messina in Italy. Many soft skills I gained and volunteering experience I had with QAV programs helped me to reach even Italy, study abroad, and come back again to my village. QAV motivated me to be the change I want to see in my community. I want to emphasize the importance of English access and professional orientation programs in my life, which helped me to improve my English skills and make a decision to become a diplomat.
Second half of action, roaring and ready to go. 45-42 game. Avan down. Even despite them having the leading scorer in this game, Austin Cole with 14 points. But Anthony, he's taken 17 shots already.
Yeah, it hasn't been it wasn't an efficient first half at all for Avan. 16 of 41. If you look at just 19 of 40 for Aragats. It's been a defensive battle for both teams, man. Only 45 and 42 points, respectively, in the first half.
I mean, we saw it last game, though. It takes one quarter for the offense to just explode like dynamite.
Yeah, exactly. And I think especially with the game still at hand and then it's still open, the third quarter is going to be important. These first couple minutes, who's going to separate themselves? Aragats, Bill, and the leader, can Avan chip away?
Look, the opposite of what Aragats was dealing with last year. It was always them fighting to come back. They're up now going into the second half.
Exactly, and they've been playing unselfish basketball. They've been playing with a lot of hustle and effort on defense. So you keep that up, you got a good chance.
Luna back with it. Ian Francis sat out a majority of that second quarter.
Yeah, we barely saw him after the first couple minutes.
Kaluna working on Francis. Francis, good defense, stay straight up. 4 on the shot clock, Irapetian. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Adrian Francis. And Francis drives, and that was effortless.
Nice attack right there. He just didn't settle, and he went all the way.
Cole finds Kaluna. Up top, Barsegian. Now Francis with another board. Going the other way, almost loses it. And Barsegian with the block. And Daniel Kashishian winds up with an easy bucket.
Yeah, just you've seen it the first half. That's how they got ahead. Strong defense and went out on a fast break. Already extending the lead right now. 1 minute to go, or 1 minute into the second half.
Aragats with their biggest lead of the ball game, 7 points. Kaluna block, gets his own rebound, and Austin Cole misses, comes up short. Francis tries the touchdown pass. Kaluna hits it back, and good thing he threw it up the court. It's only an 8-second backcourt violation here in the AABA. Ian Francis draws the foul. Looks like he's going to the free throw line.
And just with Avan offensively, I think it's a lot of the ball isn't moving, but they're also really missing makeable shots. You saw Arpetian first shot, easy. It's one he'll make. The second one, Barsegian, a deep three, misses it. Then Cole, just right down the last one, another three, misses it. Those are high percentage shots. Those are looks that are more than oftentimes going to go in. So you want to just keep going and don't get frustrated right now as Aragats is building the lead.
Francis good on both free throws. Had 6 points in that first half. 8 total in the game. Barsegian with it. Cole working out of the post. Tough move, can't get the bucket.
Yeah, and again, it's a high percentage shot that doesn't go their way.
Kashishian comes off the screen. That's a 2-pointer. Drops it in.
Yeah, easy right there. Just a nice pick and roll. Got the mid-range. You're going to play drop defense on that. That's what you're going to give up.
Kashishian trying to sit in a stance now.
Remember, all defense is what he wants.
Kaluna off the rim, just can't buy a bucket. Tough rolls for him. Corner, Kashishian gets a man in the air. And from the free throw line, and one!
Wow, just explosive out of nowhere, just gets that and one. It looked like Barsegian wanted to say he kicked it out, but nice little mid-range there. And again, a chance to extend the lead. Scoreless, Avan. It's been 2 minutes, they haven't scored.
And Aragats just continuing to impose their will every chance they get. Good look after good look.
Yeah, they're playing real good offensively. They're pushing the pace, getting high percentage shots. Kashishian missed the free throw. He's going to hate that.
Barsegian in the front court. And just no flow offensively. They've gotten some high percentage looks, but can't get it to go. Cole finds Barsegian. He should have shot that one. Cole takes a turn. No good. Rebound, Lucerarian.
And what Avan is doing, really, the way their offense works, you want to get the best shot possible. And they've been doing that. It's just not going down.
Adrian Francis wide open. Can't get it to go. Other way, Garoyan. This is the layup.
Wow, nothing going their way right now.
Francis the Kashishian pulls it. Short. Lucerarian keeps it alive. And Kashishian, look, we mentioned it last game with another Kashishian playing defensive back. Now he plays some defense.
It's another down, a three goes up. And now look, it's not good. It's not, they're getting stops, Avan. But that's 2 straight possessions where it went to waste. And now they've got another stop. I think they're going to call a timeout.
A much needed timeout. Coach Manuel Bullion bringing in the troops, talking some shop. 10-0 run for Aragats to start this second half, and we'll be right back.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Under 7 minutes to go here in the second half. Both these teams kicking off their spring season here in the AABA, and Aragats looking completely different than last season.
Yeah, they've been real great on the defensive end. They've been composed on offense, getting high percentage looks. It's been a completely different team and a team effort, I think, overall.
Looks like Collegian checks in for Aragats. Daniel Kishishin comes out.
And right now, Avan, if you want to get coming out of this timeout, let's see what they can run and hopefully get some points on the board.
You just need a basket here.
Yeah,
flat out, you just need a basket. Kaluna inside. Gets his own rebound, and Kaluna and one.
Best case scenario right there for Avan, getting the and one. He missed the open layup, and he got it. And that was another, what I call a suicide steal by Francis. He just attacks the ball, and he loses the defender, creates the open lane for Kaluna, and fortunate to get the and one.
I don't know if you noticed, Collegian had a chance to take a charge there against Kaluna. He opted to not do it.
I don't blame him at all. Like, honestly, that's a smart move. I'd rather not take the charge. If I was the coach, I'll tell him don't take the charge.
Ian Francis finds Trent Luciferian in the corner. Rainbow three goes in.
Nice hit from the corner. When your defender is playing off you there, you got to make him pay, and he did that.
Hey, that's one of the biggest sins in basketball. Don't help out of the corner.
Exactly, and they paid the price.
13-3 run now for Aragats to start the second half. Cole gets to the Barsegian. Barsegian off Kaluna's screen. Inside finds Garoyan. Finished the layup that time.
Yeah, just great execution right there. The shot clock was running down. He attacks the defender, makes the nice feed. That's what Barsegian brings, just a really high IQ.
Aragats with a 10-point advantage, looking to extend. Adrian Francis gets Barsegian on the switch, backing him down. Spins. Turnaround jumper goes in.
Tough fadeaway right there.
And on the other end, Austin Cole with his easiest basket of the day.
Perfect outlet from Kaluna right there, trying to change it up a little bit and get a nice layup.
You know, Kaluna has that Kevin Love style game to where he can just fling it up the court and it's always on the money.
Absolutely.
Barsegian off the rim, rebound Luciferian, gets it to Francis. Adrian Francis to Ian Francis. Ian Francis fouled on his way up.
And that was a big miss right there, I think, for Barsegian. If that goes in, it's a 7-point game. A lot of momentum is starting to swing your way. Let's see if that catches up to them.
And I will say the addition of both these Francis brothers brings a veteran presence, two guys that played really high-level basketball, understand the game, and know how to control the team.
Yeah, like you said, it's a veteran presence. They're steady, and they know what they have to do. They know their role, and they can bring a lot of things to the table. And I think that's really helped Aragats so far. I mean, Kishishin, like we talked about, he's kind of had a poor shooting game, but they're still in it because of those other players that have been able to contribute.
11-point lead for 11-point lead for Aragats. Arapetian right around Collegian.
Nice little Euro
easy
step.
deuce, and Shant was playing the good old Ole defense.
Yeah, he was. He just Arapetian just drove right past him. A nice Euro step finish with the left.
Francis now gets to Kishishin in the corner. Luciferian tries keeping it alive, ends up in Avan's hands. Barsegian right through the defender for the bucket.
Yeah, you talk about Ole defense. He just went, backed them down, got the hook shot.
You taught him how to do that, huh?
Absolutely. Of course I did.
Francis with the unorthodox jumper falls in.
That was hitting. Remember the first couple possessions of the game, those mid-range shots were falling. We haven't seen him take it since.
4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Double team at Kaluna. Fouled on his way up. Ref says no, it's on the floor. But again, look at Kaluna drawing another foul.
Smart. Yeah, the double team was coming. Lusarian came over. Just gets that contact and gets the foul called.
So Robbie checks back into the game. Goroyan to the bench. And you know what, Anthony? A big presence missing for Avan right now is Harag Yazijian, a guy that just so aggressive, so fearless when he plays. He's going to run someone over if he's playing.
Absolutely, and I think that adds a different value to their team.
7 on the shot clock. Kaluna steps back. In and out, and those are shots Kaluna usually hits.
Yeah, that was a tough look, but he had to take it with the shot clock going down.
Adrian Francis off balance, doesn't matter, he still gets it to go.
He's got such a smooth game. Like, his jumper is nice, and it's just steady. He's not forcing it, just taking the shots when he gets them.
See, he's a guy that it looks like this is just a game for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cole.
Wow.
Tough move, tough finish.
Yeah, he just threw it up there, and it worked out. And
Arapeti, it almost comes up with a steal.
Avan, now you want to be careful here. Or excuse me, Aragats, you want to be careful. Don't want to let Avan get some momentum going. You want to make sure you keep a clean game, no turnovers. Up 9, but it could easily be a closer game.
Winfrey into the game for Ian Francis. Ball up top, Adrian Francis with it. Pulls up. Adrian Francis has been on fire this quarter.
Yeah, and you saw again right there, the pick and roll there, playing the drop. He's giving up the 3, and they just all swish.
Irapetian brings it up. Francis now with 15 points in this game. Luna, Winfrey on him. And right through 2 defenders, gets the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, Kaluna is obviously looking more aggressive right now on the offensive end. He took that 3, but nice little move right there. Rip through, gets the and 1.
And for Kaluna so far in this game, he's got 17 points, 10 rebounds, already with a double-double.
Yeah.
And look, it's been an off game, imagine, and he's still playing that well.
Exactly, yeah. 6 of 18, 1 for 7 from deep. He's got to just, I think, for me, I want him in the paint at all, not at all times, but most of the times his offense is to come from there.
Luna, as we mentioned, off game, and it's really been at the free throw line. Now 4 of 9 from the charity stripe.
Yeah, and early in the game, too, he fouled on a 3-pointer, and I think he missed all 3.
Legend goes around the screen to Daniel Kashishin, who finds Greg Kashishin in the corner. Off the rim, rebound Barsegian. And Avan could cut into this lead and make it a single-digit game.
Shushin there, a lot of his shots are still not falling, but it's always a high percentage look when he gets the ball.
Kaluna working on Winfrey. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Kaluna goes up, and he's going to go right back to the free throw line.
Yeah, if you're Winfrey, what else can he do there? You're kind of shading him away from that baseline. He still just dominates it.
2:04 left in this third quarter. Oh, we're getting some dabs from Sean Kalejian right now. Luna good on his first. And I'll tell you what, we mentioned it earlier actually about Kalejian. Imagine a guy who was all AABA third team coming off the bench this year. He's accepted his role, and he's been a big boost for them off the bench.
He's been huge. I think his defensive tenacity is really important for the team, but I think also just he's an extra ball handler. He's a playmaker. He can shoot the ball. And he's coming off the bench, imagine, all AABA third team.
Francis. That one looked like it was going to be good again.
Yeah, that looked like a good shot.
Irapetian versus Kalejian, a primetime matchup. Gonzalez in the corner. The Barsegian, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Bench counting it this time. Kaluna turnaround. No good rebound, Caribbean. And Barsegian off one leg misses.
Wow. Poor break right there for Avan. You get the second chance. Look, high percentage, doesn't fall.
Kashishian versus Caribbean, look for him to attack here. Horner, Winfrey. Rebound, Kaluna. And Barsegian cuts the lead to 6.67-61.
Perfect fast break there. Just real smart. Spread the ball and got a high look. And now 6-point game, like you said.
Kaluna tips a pass. And a steal for Avan comes up to be nothing. And Aragats gets it right back. Kaluna, 3.
Bang! Wow. Big shot from Kaluna right there.
Avan was down by double digits for a majority of this quarter, and now it's just a 3-point game.
Kashishian, 6 of 15.
Francis, flood pass, corner, Collegian. Greg Kashishian with it, 5 on the shot clock. Collegian floater, short, rebound Kaluna, 5 seconds to go in the quarter. And Kaluna draws another foul, and that'll be 2 free throws.
Wow, he drew the foul. Look at that. Literally the other side of the other free throw line.
And Kaluna was saying that should have been a shot attempt.
I don't think he's going to get that. But I think
every player always wants that call.
Especially now, because it's 2 seconds left, 3 free throws, you can make it a tie game, but he's going to get free throws. Strong finish to the quarter by Avan.
But great toughness, mentally, physically, by Avan in this quarter. Look, they didn't fall apart. They didn't start getting on each other. They just kept playing their game, and look, they cut it to a 3-point game.
Exactly, and like I said, Aragats, you got to be careful because you don't want to give them hope as Kaluna misses the free throw. But that's what they've done now.
And Aragats should know all too well, being the team that's usually playing from behind, especially last season and coming back, that you can't leave that back door open. You got to slam it shut.
Exactly, and I think that's what they did. And even if Kaluna missed the free throw here, you're going into a lot of momentum into the final quarter.
Kaluna splits the pair of free throws, 2-point game. Francis, deep pass. And it goes off of one of the beams holding up the roof here.
Wow, and I mean, perfect scenario for Avan. They could tie the game, even take the lead here now with 2.9. They were literally down 10 points a couple minutes ago.
Let's see what Coach Menoir is going to have his team do here. Into Kaluna, 2 seconds left, 1. Kaluna hits it, and Avan takes the lead right before the end of the third.
Wow, what a shot from Kaluna. Perfect end to the third quarter for Avan as they take the 1-point lead.
We mentioned it, he may be off today, but he's showing up when it matters most. 26 points for Kaluna going into the final quarter. You know what, they're going to take a break on the bench. We'll take one, 2 here on the sideline, and we'll be right back.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what you need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
One quarter to go here. Avan not giving up on this game. Down by double digits. Now with a 1-point lead heading into the final quarter. And what got into Kaluna at the end of that quarter?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. A perfect ending for him. We talked about how he was struggling, but he gets the foul call, he gets the free throw down, and he gets that big 3 to end the quarter. And now all the momentum, almost like a rubber band, is just switched right back over to Avan.
Kaluna 26 points, a dozen rebounds. May not be his most efficient game, but he's been getting it done. That's all that matters.
That is. And he's stayed aggressive even though the shot hasn't been falling. I think it's been a team effort for them defensively. They started to lock in. offensively, they've really just started to hit those shots. They were missing a lot to start that third. I think that's what put them in a deficit. But now Aragats, how are they going to respond?
Luna's missed 6 free throws, and he still got 26 points, and he's still trying to will his team to victory.
Yeah, exactly. And now with Aragats, we haven't seen a lot from Kashishian, Greg Kashishian. He's been slow. Can he get going right now in this last quarter?
I will say, I think Aragats is going to try to keep Ian Francis in the game as Kashishian just knocking it down from the free throw line.
Yeah, easy. I mean, just a little bit fade, and his vertical, he's jumped so high. It's just difficult to contest it.
Kashishian guarding Arapetian. Arapetian back and forth on the top of the key. Barsegian now. Inside. Gets it to go. Ryan Barsegian with a crafty move.
Tough finish, yeah. Just great job of controlling his body and using it to his advantage.
Shishian again from mid-range comes up short. You know what? Garibi's been a great rebounder today for Avan. You know, he's usually more of a shooter, but today already 3 rebounds, 2 of them on the offensive side. But you know what? Coming up big when he needs it.
Yeah, because especially that one. That was a big rebound.
Now in the corner. Short on the 3. Gonzalez throws it off, and it's going to go off of Caribbean. All of Avan's team thought that was off Aragats. That's why they didn't make any effort after it.
And now it looks like they switched the call, and now Aragats is going to be upset. I think that was the right call.
I will say I think Aragats knew it was off of them because they're not complaining as much as you would expect.
No one said anything, which is the number one way to get out of it.
10 seconds on the shot clock, though, has not reset. Corner, Caribbean. Can't get it to go. Almost gets another offensive rebound.
He's been everywhere. Like you said, he's only has 3 rebounds, but it's his effort. You see, he missed the shot. He almost got it back.
And I'll tell you what, give him one more look like that, I think it's then knocked down. He hits the big ones when they matter.
Absolutely. Him and Gonzalez, who's in the game, too. He's one of those players.
Usurarian finds Francis. Francis gets fouled by Kaluna. He's headed to the free throw line, and this is a guy I want to see more of, Ian Francis. He's been so good this game.
Yeah, he has, and I think a key with him is because he's given up that size advantage with Kaluna guarding him, he's kind of lived in that mid-range, and I've talked about it so many times. He can get that shot in, and I think that's what can help him out. Francis, but now, key free throws. He's got to get it down.
He has been playing with foul trouble, 3 fouls in this ball game. But still, like, he's been, I want to say, their best answer for Kaluna, for Aragats. Winfrey's been trying. He's been battling all game. It's just, he's coming up short every time because Kaluna's just playing great on offense.
I think a key for them defensively, though, is like no one player is going to stop Kaluna. I think it's going to take a collective. What they've been doing now, and I think you could see it on this possession. When Kaluna's in the post, they're having one guy in front of him and one guy in the back waiting to steal the ball if it's thrown over. That's the right way to defend him.
We're all even at 78.5 minutes left in the game. Barsegian rejects Kaluna's screen. Corner, Gonzalez. Short rebound, Kashishian.
And another three-pointer doesn't go down. They're 5 of 24.
Daniel Kashishian finds Ian Francis. Francis has been money from that from that mid-range spot.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I said. Kaluna's staying back, so you got to hit that.
Under 8 minutes to go. Arapetian with it. Kashishian sitting in his stance. Kaluna backing down Francis. Swings through. Doesn't get the roll, but he'll get 2 free throws.
And that's another possession. The shot clock was winding down. He just throw it to a big guy, and he gets fouled. But he hasn't been great from the line today, so it's not a bad foul.
7 of 13 from the line so far today. 2 big ones right now. Luna knocks down the first, give him 27 points so far in this game.
And it's been a quiet 27, like outside of the last, like end of the third quarter when he hit that big shot. It's been pretty quiet on his end, but he's been able to stay productive.
And Cole's been on that bench for a little while now.
Yeah, I mean, Cole obviously was huge earlier in the first half. Kind of cooled off as he got the offensive rebound by Caribbean.
There's Caribbean again, his 3rd offensive rebound of the ball game. Corner, Gonzalez. Almost loses it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Barsegian with it. Tyrone is guarding him. Gonzalez gets it to go, and the ref scored that at 2, but extends the lead to 3 for Avan.
Nice hit from Gonzalez, very timely. Good find from Barsalian right there.
Rekshushin finds Ian Francis. Francis, spin move. Nice move.
Nice move from Francis. He faked the handoff, attacked Kaluna. Good move.
That was pretty. The former Alcorn State member.
Key here now, what team can get 2 stops in a row?
Definitely Anthony. Stops have been hard to come by in this 4th quarter. Corner Caribbean way off, and Gonzalez winds up with it. And Greg Kashishi is incensed.
Wow, I don't know what happened there, but Avan gets a 2 points, and I think that's a gift from the basketball gods.
You're saying a lot of unorthodox possessions today.
Yeah, completely.
Kashishian able to answer.
That's more orthodox. Kashishian mid-range cash.
Now I hope that shot quiets himself down and doesn't let him get more frustrated.
Yeah, absolutely.
We saw it after that possession there.
I don't blame him, but key here now is, can you get stops?
Marsegian finds Gonzalez in the corner. Short rebound Lucerarian.
Those threes, man, they haven't fallen all game for them.
Aragats with a chance to regain the lead. Kashishian deep, in and out. Rebound Ian Francis. Reverse finish, no good, but he's going to go back to the free throw line.
He's been so active all over the place, getting key baskets, key rebounds. And that's important when you got Kaluna on you. You want to make sure you can make the big man work on the defensive end and try to tire him out.
One more game left to go here. Academy USA and Artsakh coming at you next. 2 of the top teams in the preseason. Academy USA, we mentioned, gaining the MVP from last year, Warren Helliger.
Yeah, that should be an amazing matchup coming up. A lot of talent on both teams. Obviously, Academy USA was just like a well-oiled machine last week, and Warren, look, only 24 points and they won by 30. So imagine when he gets going, how difficult that is for teams.
And I think for him too, he's playing in a new system. Coach Sako Balian, probably one of the best coaches, most structured coach in this league. Him along with Coach Manuel Abulian. I think once he really gets it going, they're going to be dangerous. I mean, a couple other pickups too. Dane Johnson. They added Andrew Abkarian. A lot of good signings.
Yeah, and it makes a competitive league. And we saw last game with the Armenians, a matchup with Academy USA would be very, very interesting.
Academy USA, too, was on the cusp of making the playoffs last year. Missed it by 1 game, and I think that MVP may add a little bit more firepower.
Yeah, a little bit? You think so?
Just a tad. Ira Bettian, tie game at 75. Throws it right to Adrian Francis. Francis on the break. Steps through, and Francis lays it up and in.
And he just subbed in. It's like he didn't miss a beat.
And I think that's what they've been missing this whole quarter. Francis been sitting out, and he's just a calming presence.
Yeah, he's been out for a while. And he comes in, gets a steal, gets a layup, and Cole is also back in now.
Cole and Francis mentioned earlier, both of them were Cal Lutheran Kingsmen's. And Kaluna now called for the offensive foul.
Wow, huge call. And look, momentum swinging back to Aragats. If they get a score here, you might see a timeout from Avan.
This game's been like a pendulum, just going back and forth and back and forth. Collegian surveys the floor. Free throw line, pull up. Collegian drops it in, and Aragats with a 4-point lead.
We've been talking about it all game. Their coverage on the pick and roll. They're giving up that mid-range.
Kaluna right back to the cup and lays it up and in.
Nice finish, but you got to get a stop here now for Avan. Aragats is building a lot of momentum on offense.
Francis back with it. Collegian wanted it in the corner. Instead, Francis takes it himself. And Francis with another bucket.
Like you said, such a calming presence. He's been outstanding today.
Francis now with 19 points in this game. My apologies. Lead back up to 4 for Aragats. Ira Bettian loses it. Collegian dives on the floor. Ball stays with Avan. Ira Bettian to inbound. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Kaluna catches. Francis guarding him. Kaluna Hits again
Wow.
with the shot clock expiring.
Big shot from Kaluna. Shot clock winding down. He just rises up and nails the three.
And that's a big one. Kaluna just continuing to come alive here late in the game. Puts the lead to just 1 point now. Francis to Kashishin. Can't answer with a triple of his own, but Daniel Kashishin there to clean it up.
Wow. That's a unfortunate break for Avan. Greg Kashishin, one of the best three-point shooters, misses. You give up the offensive rebound.
Luna stepping back and draws another foul on a three-pointer, and if he can knock all of these down, we'll have a tie game.
He's been so aggressive. 10 of 23, 32 points. He stayed in it the entire game. Big free throws right now for Avan. If they can knock these down, tie game, 3-17, it can go either way.
Luna has been 8 of 15 from the free throw line, knocked down his last two. Good on the first. He got 13 rebounds today, 2 assists. He's just impacting the game like in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, and I think he's a big part of the offense. Even when he's not scoring, just his presence opens it up for everyone else. He knocks down a free throw. That's big, and it's been a problem, I think, not really the majority of the game, but really as the game has gone on for Aragats of trying to defend him because of his size and his skill.
And you know what? This scoring is nothing new for Kaluna. He averaged 21 points last season, and look, we were talking about his efficiency this game. He shot 50% from the field last year.
Yeah, it's incredible because he's got that size, but he can also just hit the shots from deep. He's got a really soft touch.
Luna playing off Francis. Spinning, Ian Francis finds his brother Adrian. And he gets it right back. The brother connection pays dividends. And one.
Perfect pick and roll right there. Staying parallel with each other, dishes it off, simple floater, and one to go.
And Greg is a big fan of these Francis brothers, by the way.
Yeah, he makes his love known. That was a big and one for Francis right there.
Francis converts the and one. Aragats back up 3.
Now I think a lot with Avan right now on offense, you don't want to settle. If you're Kaluna, you want to make sure the ball keeps moving because that's when it's difficult for the defense. He almost throws it away.
Anthony, like you like to say, a suicide steal attempt. Kaluna in and out. Rebound Greg Kashishin.
Wow, that looked good from our angle. But yeah, suicide steal, and it paid off.
2.5 to go, and this is a big possession for Aragats to make it a 2-possession game. Shishin off the screen, pulls up, off balance. And it looks like he might have hurt his ankle. Francis, no good. And the ref is going to stop play for Kashishin.
Yeah, it looked like he got hurt just the way he landed. He jumps with so much force and so much height. It's dangerous, but it looks like he's going to be all right.
He was a little erratic in the air the way he went up. He kind of was expecting contact, I think, and that's why he landed like that.
He flung his feet around a little bit, and it's dangerous, man. I mean, but looks like he's all right.
Parsegian will bring it up. Shishin stays in the game even after hobbling himself. Kaluna catches deep post position. Another and one for a Kaluna.
And what a find right there from Parsegian. Just a little bit of a no-look over the top and one. Kaluna again getting to the line.
And Francis was trying to front him there, and he had backside help, and Kaluna still found the way to score.
It's a testament really to the pass, and I think just Kaluna's hands. He's got such soft hands as he's got a substitution coming in.
And it looks like Ian Francis may be fouled out of this game.
And that's huge because he's done, like you said earlier, he's done a good job on the defensive end, but also just offensively, he's bringing something different for them. Big loss, I think, for Aragats with 2 minutes left.
Kaluna doesn't get the and one to go, so it'll stay as a 1-point lead for Aragats. 2 minutes left now. Francis finds Winfrey, and Winfrey picking it up for his fouled out teammate.
Perfect bounce pass right there for an easy layup. And now Avan, I was just about to say, get Cole involved as he takes a poor shot from deep.
Tough shot for Cole, and now Aragats really a chance to drain some clock here and make it a 2-possession game.
You want to try to get the best shot possible for your Aragats. And they turn it over.
Can't keep it alive. Minute and a half now. Timeout for Avan with 1:29 to go. Anthony, you just mentioned you want Cole to get a little more involved. Do you still want to see him maybe take a big shot here or go back to what's been working with Kaluna?
I think you've got to go back to what's been working. I just Coach Manuel, he's going to look for the best shot possible. That's what he wants out of his team. So if that's a cold three-pointer, then you're going to get it. But I think you got to run through the offense with Kaluna, get him in the post, see what you can get out of that.
4 team fouls on Avan with 1:29 to go in this quarter. So next one will be bonus. Big break for Aragats that they'll get to shoot free throws the whole remainder of this game.
Yeah, that's huge. And definitely I think, they've got great free throw shooters. And that puts you at an advantage, especially when you're in the lead and the team has to foul you. But you got to focus right now on defense. You got to get a stop. If you get the stop, you want to get a good shot on the other end. And like I said, try to get the best shot possible. For Avan, I think you got to run through Kaluna.
On the other end for Aragats, I want to see Francis just take over the rest of this game. He's been playing so well. Look, he's got 19 points in the game. He's been really good with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he's been good. I mean, it's been an off shooting night for Greg Kashishian, 8 of 21. He hasn't really been able to hit his shots, but Francis, really both of the Francises have done a great job of picking up the load.
$129 to go, Anthony. 88-85. Let's get ready for the biggest possession of the game potentially.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I want to see, and now you're going to see Kalejian playing full court defense on Arpetin. I really want to see what this set looks like for Avan.
Barsegian into the front court. Kashishian matches up. Into Kaluna. Winfrey comes out on him. Kaluna jump hook. Rolls in, 1-point game.
Need to stop right there, or right now, but
Francis now with it. Barsegian comes all the way out to guard him. Francis finds Kalejian. Sean Kalejian keeping steady. Finds Winfrey. Adrian Francis now 4 on the shot clock. Floater short. And off on a chance to take the lead.
And that was a good offensive possession. You got a good look at it. You missed it. Now, Avan, how do you respond?
Arpetin and Kalejian. Matchup that's been going on all game. Handoff to Barsegian. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ryan Barsegian inside. No good. Austin Cole with the rebound. Taps it up. And a foul called. What let out in unison by Aragats.
Wow. I thought the first call was tough. I think he got hit on the first one, and that might have been a makeup because they missed it. But 2 big free throws for Cole. Nice effort on the glass.
Cole has done that a couple times today where he misses the shot, jump, tap in, try to get it back, and he's been playing really hard. Look, you mentioned it. Some guys may not be shooting their best. Cole, 7 of 24 from the floor. I mean, 5 of those misses might have been on that possession on the offensive rebound attempts. But still, look, he's sticking with it and giving his team a shot to win.
Exactly, and he's got 6 offensive rebounds. He's got 2 big free throws right now. But I think if you're Aragats, if the call didn't go your way, see how the free throws go, and it's in your hands. If it's a tie game, if it's a 1-point deficit, you've got the ball in the last possession. It's still in your control.
Cole off on the first. And that's a backbreaker right there.
Big free throws here now. You got to get this down.
And look, I don't know if you remember, the last time Kashishian had a call that he didn't like, he came down and hit a big shot. Cole misses both. And Garolian winds up with the rebound. Shot clock is off. 20 seconds to go. And a timeout called by Avan.
And it looks like he called it when the ball was in the air. And I think the communication here is that the timeout was called when Avan had the ball, but the referee called it when the ball was in the air.
And Kashishian just slapped one of our video boards. He's not happy about that one.
Sponsors won't be happy about that ad.
Sorry, Dolce Fiore.
But now look, 15 and a half seconds left. It's still, if you're Aragats, it's still in your control. You still just got to get one defensive stop. But those 2 free throws, you miss it, offensive rebound, it's a heartbreaker.
And I think right here, Avan's just going to try to get Kaluna with some deep post position, give it into him, and just let him go to work.
Yeah, and I think a lot of their work has been when the clock's been winding down. It's been late in the shot clock. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same thing, but that's a tough break for Aragats.
I mean, and if you think about it, Avan should just be up right now. Look, you have one of your best players at the free throw line too, and he misses both.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. 3 for 7 from the line. Avan as a whole, 15 of 28 from the free throw line. So it's something that, you know, if he makes just 2 of those right there, or even any other person makes 2 other free throws, you're in the lead.
15 of 28 from the free throw line, but the Wolves for shooting have been all over the floor. Look, 33 of 82 from the field, 6 of 27 from deep, and Kaluna's made 4 of them. It's been a tough goal, but look, you're still in a position to win the game. Here we go, Anthony.
And you want to keep it out of the refs' hands. Look, the refs, even if you agree or not, they're going to make a call, so you want to keep it out of their hands. And especially 15 seconds left, I would hope that they swallow the whistle.
Garolian triggering from the baseline. Kaluna catches. Winfrey on him. 12 seconds to go now. 8 seconds. 7. Kaluna backing down Winfrey. Kaluna up! And he gets it to go! A go Kaluna with the clock winding down. Puts the team on his back and gives Avan a late lead.
Simple from him. Just get it in the post, attack, get the layup. No foul called. And now 3.8 seconds for Aragats. How will they respond?
Kaluna coming up big when it matters the most. Anthony, he had an off game. You know what an off game is for him? He just scored 41 points.
41 points, 13 to 27. That field goal percentage rounded out. He has started off poor. But what's the difference with him is he stays aggressive. He doesn't settle. And what a big basket. And like I said, they went late in the clock as well. Again, 3.8 seconds, but Kaluna basically got it in the post with about 7 left.
He just backed him down and did what he does best. He's a scorer. That guy's a bucket getter right there. And now Aragats needs a big bucket to end this game. And who do they go to? They haven't really had that lean-on guy today.
Yeah, I think knowing Greg Shishin, he wants the ball, and he's been off today, I think he's probably your number 1 option. But Francis has been outstanding. Collegian is a good shooter. I think at this point, if you're Avan, you got to really switch everything except if it's Kaluna's man. Other than that, I think you want to switch everything. As Collegian is inbounding with 3.8.
Ball into Adrian Francis. 3 left. He gets it up. Can't get it to go. And Avan win their first game of the year in a thriller. 88 to 89. They take it. And believe it or not, Ako Kaluna is the player of the game. We'll have an interview very shortly with him. Anthony Garib, our very own. But what a game. What a way to start off week 2. 2 teams playing their first games of the season. And that's going to show a lot more to come. Kaluna, 41 points, 15 rebounds, the go-ahead basket. And on the other end, both Francis brothers in their first AABA games played great. Kashishin off from the shooting, still played a good game. And Kaluna will be coming to the sideline soon to get his interview with Anthony Garib. Up next, Academy USA versus Artsakh. As we mentioned during the game, the MVP back in action after a dominant 24-point performance in that first game. Artsakh also won their first game. Both these teams 1-0, so early on in the season, it's big for positioning, especially later in the season it comes back to play a factor. Yet again, 89-88 victory for Avan. Came down to the wire. Avan down by 10 points in the third quarter, but they found a way to win. And it's because of this man stepping up to the sideline with Anthony Garib right now. Ako Kaluna, take it away, Anthony.
All right, I'm with Ako Kaluna, player of the game. You got that game-winning basket at the end. Take me through that possession.
Once I caught the ball, just taking my time, trying to figure out which side they're going to double from. They double from the baseline. I go to the middle. wasn't going to pass the ball. So.
Yeah, and you guys were down most of the game, hard fought. How are you guys able to pull out the win?
Got to give props to Manny. Just told us to keep staying with it. You know, I was frustrated early on in the game, but, you know, you stay with it, you keep battling. Good turnout.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Player of the game, Cole Kaluna. More AABA coming up next.